Thanks for watching Cities and Seashores. Today we are in Astoria. We're going to do an amazing drive. And just beyond stands the Astoria Megler Bridge. That's right, stretching more than 4 miles across the Columbia River. This connects, by the way, Oregon to Washington. Beneath that steel span, the river isn't just wide. It's deep enough for ocean-going cargo ships. It's the main navigation channel, and even depths can reach 40 to 60 feet deep and more, and the currents here are very powerful. Also shaped by the tides pushing in from the Pacific Ocean. For thousands of years before any bridge existed, this water was the gateway used by indigenous traders, and we are going to do a little loop around and once again see it again. There it is. Even today, fog can roll in without warning, swallowing the bridge towers and making the river almost feel endless. Wow, what a place. Right now, we are heading south from Astoria, and we're in the historic part of town where the river meets the Pacific Ocean. As we leave Astoria behind, one of the most impressive landmarks, of course, is the Astoria Megler Bridge. This massive steel truss bridge stretches more than 4 miles across the Columbia River, connecting Oregon to Washington State. When it was completed in 1966, it was the longest continuous bridge, that's right, in North America. So, just ahead, we're upon James Bay. Wow, is it beautiful. I could literally just go over the bridge and come right back all day long. Quite a sight. So, it is hard to imagine that this calm landscape once prepared for wartime defense. Massive gun batteries, bunkers, and lookout points still remain, quite reminders of another era. Nearby waters, including calm bays, tidal channels, they are relatively shallow compared to the Columbia River, often just a few feet deep at low tide. Deepening towards the main channels, these shifting tides shape the entire coastline, creating wetlands that support birds, fish, and of course, coastal wildlife. What makes this drive so special isn't just the scenery. It's the feeling of connection of the river to the ocean. Past to present, wilderness to small coastal town, and all linked together by this single ribbon of road. As the journey continues down Highway 101, the Pacific Northwest just reminds us of something simple but easy to forget. The Pacific Ocean is powerful. The water depth increases gradually with the gentle slopes beneath the waves, and farther out, of course, the ocean floor drops more dramatically deep offshore waters of the continental shelf. On clear days like today, we could even see surfers waiting patiently beyond the break, or seabirds just above the surface of the water. And in certain seasons, even migrating whales pass along this very coastline. So has anyone noticed how quiet the waters were? As the highway continues, the huge Columbia River had faded into calmer inlets and bays near Fort Stevens. Fort Stevens is off to the right, of course surrounded by rugged waves. Locally, people sometimes refer to these sheltered waters as a part of the bay system, south of Astoria in areas like Youngs Bay, where the depth changes dramatically with the tide. At low tide, some sections are only a few deep, exposing mud flats and hidden channels. At high tide, the water quietly rises, covering the same ground in silence. It's peaceful now, but to the right of us, the shoreline was once guarded by the entire river. Fort Stevens, by the way, was an active military defense site from the Civil War through World War II, protecting the entrance to the Columbia. In 1942, a Japanese submarine even fired shells towards the fort, keep in mind off to the right, and one of the only attacks on the US mainland during the war. No major damage was done, but the mystery of that night still lingers in the coastal fog. Rolling into Seaside. Soon, the forest opens and the road leads into Seaside, a town that feels calm, but on the surface, it sits beside one of the most powerful oceans on Earth. Offshore, the Pacific drops from a shallow surf to hundreds of feet deep along the continental shelf, far beyond that into miles of deep ocean trenches. Everything in Seaside here was shaped by motion. Tides, storms, and even earthquakes far out at sea. Even on a quiet day, standing near this water, you can still feel that something vast is always moving just beyond sight. And maybe that's what makes this driveway currently on Highway 101 just unforgettable. Not just the scenery, but the sense that these rivers, bays, and oceans, they've been carrying stories long before any road was built above them. Continuing south of Seaside, Highway 101 will curve gently, following natural shape of the land. Neighborhoods will blend into forest as you see, and forest gives way to the open sky again. Every mile feels like a quiet transition between sea and land, history and present, movement and stillness. It's been a great trip. Thanks for watching our channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe.